Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. First of all, thank you for subscribing. Something like 40 of you decided to subscribe and thank you. So if you still haven't subscribed to my channel, please do that, like the video, share it. So here we are to do a quick review of the Olympic second round for Djokovic. I didn't get to watch the first match that he played the first round because of the time differences. It is very hard to watch any sport from the Olympics in Tokyo because there is a 7-hour difference. I wanted to watch some other matches also, but I don't know if that will be possible. Fognini Medvedev should be a great match, and if I manage to watch it, you may get a review of that match. So yeah, let's get into this one. From the result, 6-4, 6-3 for Djokovic, it looks like it's a routine match. Where in actuality, if you watch the match, you know that the quality of tennis was very high, at least in my opinion. The balls were played quick, and Jan-Lennard Struff came onto court with a mission. And that's what I like to see from anybody that comes onto court against the big three. You need to have a plan of doing something on the court that is going to move these guys out of their routines and make them at least struggle. What I found different in this match from some other competitive matches that Djokovic had in the year prior in the 3 Grand Slams is that, let's say, compare this to a Shapovalov Wimbledon semi-final. While Shapovalov looked like all he was planning to do was use brute force to push through Novak Djokovic, Struff looked like he had a detailed plan of what he was going to do. But the best part about his play is that from the beginning he didn't falter. He came onto court as equal to Novak. For example, I hated what happened in the Wimbledon final when Berrettini decided that he was going to play slice backhands cross-court something like around 5-2 in the first set when he realized, oh, this is not working against Djokovic. And from previous experiences, we know that slice cross-court backhands somewhat work against Djokovic on grass. Of course, Djokovic has a solution for them, but if you're able in any way to bother one of the big three, you're going to do it, or you should do it. So here are the stats for the match, and we saw that Djokovic serve was great 71%, while Struff was at 54, and that was the key in this match because his first serve is his big weapon, and in the biggest moments his serve was failing him. Also, one of the other crucial statistics is the second serve points won. Djokovic 44% and Struff 38%. And maybe the most important statistic is that Djokovic broke 3 times with 100% convert rate, while Struff had 2 break points and broke only once. One other interesting thing is that Djokovic served 14 aces, and that may be not speaking to the state of his serve, because in the first set, in the beginning, his serve was not actually that good, but then it got better as the set progressed. But we again saw a dip in quality of his first serve in the second set, where he decided that he is going to slow it down and increase the margins so that he doesn't have to serve second serves, which were very vulnerable. Struff was doing great on Djokovic's second serve. That adjustment of Novak maybe serving more body serves and serving slower just to put in a first serve was great in the second set, even though he got broken at one point. The deciding game was definitely at 5-4 in the first set when Struff served to make it 5-5 and maybe possibly go to a tiebreaker in the next 2 games. Djokovic won that game without losing a point, which just proves the fact that even though they both got to the court level headed, Struff was doubting his game plan in some ways. Up until that point, he was playing amazingly in his service games, playing serve and volley, which is obviously a good tactic against Djokovic. So for any players that are going to have a matchup against Djokovic, just don't get into long rallies from the baseline with him, because you basically have no chance there if your backhand and forehand are not both solid. You need to shorten the points. Even though Djokovic is good at winning short points, that is the part of the game where you can hurt Djokovic, and Struff clearly proved that today. His only problem was that he wasn't able to put his plan into fruition throughout the entire match. Now, when something like this happens and you lose the first set in the fashion that Struff lost it, Djokovic and all of the big three are the masters of quickly jumping on you and getting as much as possible out of you. So he got to a 2-love lead in the second set. And then something that I didn't expect, Struff broke back. This game at 2-love was a bad serving game for Novak, and Struff used it and broke. I didn't expect Struff to recover from what happened in the first set. So seeing something like this makes me feel positive for him in the future, but knowing that he's always been somebody in tennis and he never really managed to break through. And he's 31 just says that, I don't know, maybe there is no chance for him for, let's say, making the top 10. In the second set, we saw a lot more longer rallies because Novak, even himself in the press conference, said that he adjusted to how Struff was serving and was able to read his serves much better. He even made some first serves back in play. And not just made them back in play, but made them back in play aggressively, turning that defensive position into neutral or offensive. Djokovic was also a lot at the net, and his volley play was great, outstanding. When I saw his play at Wimbledon, I thought maybe it's just a fluke. He's definitely proving that volleying is becoming a solid part of his game that is not going to be broken that easily. He managed to pull some gorgeous lobs, even though he lost some points at the net. It was clearly to Struff playing his game. He's a good double player, and besides his backhand, his game is also quite complete, so that is something to be expected from him. After 4-1 in the second set, after Djokovic broke for the second time, it was easy pickings for the rest of the match. I don't know if I'm crazy, but Djokovic looks better at the Olympics than at Wimbledon. His level of play is better because in this match he needed to step up, he needed to bring somewhat of his A game, and in the second set he even got a bit more aggressive, which we haven't seen in the Wimbledon that much. He was pretty much neutral, defensive throughout the whole tournament. Or at least the later stages of the tournament. And the clear difference from the first round to the second round is that Dellin in the first round got onto court thinking that he was going to lose even before he got to court. And in this match, Struff clearly tried to do something. And it was fruitful for some part of the match, just not enough for, let's say, taking a set from Novak. And we are seeing classic Novak trying to spend the least amount of time possible on the court, getting to the later stages of the tournament, which is great. He lost a lot of energy this year. He pulled off the Channel double, which, despite his excellent body preparations and his fitness level, has left some consequences for sure. Nobody's immune to being tired. I would love for him to win the gold, so I'm delighted to see that everything is going according to plan, and he is definitely trying to spend the least possible amount of time on the court, getting to the later stages of the tournament. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. You'll get the next one when I get to watch a match. I hope that I'll watch Medvedev Fognini, because I think that will be the most interesting match so far. I hate that I didn't get to watch the Tsitsipas-Kohlschreiber match, because looking at the result, it seems like it was an interesting match. Bye guys.